right here, start throwing blades. You can see her throw the blades. You can see her over the table. Throw them, throw them, throw them. You got to throw your blades. You need to do it. Going for the M1 right there is just gonna be a tremendous amount of time wasted. Please, let's get comfortable with the power and start using it. What's up, YouTube? Cam Spooky Corner is back for another coaching video. This week we have a Trickster VOD, my favorite killer in the game, sent to us by the amazing community member Gamer Mom S91. They are also a streamer. I'll make sure to plug their Twitch link in the description so you can go drop them a follow. They're an awesome streamer, awesome content creator. Please go watch them when they're live. You're gonna love the vibes there. As always, when it comes to these coaching videos, everything I say and do throughout the video is going to be purely from a constructive standpoint. Every sort of feedback and critique I give is just to make you a better player and everyone better players overall. And I kindly ask you that please in the comments we keep everything positive and constructive and we help each other grow to become the best players possible. If you like the content, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm live on Twitch Monday through Saturday, 5 to 9 p.m. Central Time if you want to come hang out when I'm live and say hello. CanSpookyCorner.com is where you're going to find all my social links too to support me on different platforms. It also has the 18 and up Discord server. You should come join us. We have killer and survivor mains, great, wholesome, positive community. We would love to see you there. If of course you want to be featured in one of these videos, come to the Twitch chat, !coach. It'll give you the Discord link to join the appropriate channel and to drop your gameplay VOD there where I can review it and make sure it's good to make a video out of. But I would love any sort of submission, killer or survivor gameplay, because I'm loving making this series for you all. With that, let's get into the video now. So it looks like to start right here, you're playing the Trickster on the meat plant. There's a couple dead zones towards the middle of the map that can be okay, but overall it's not a great map for killer. Especially it can be very punishing for Trickster, especially if you play around the outside edges of the map with the tall walls and the narrow hallways like this. It can be very punishing as well, so the map's automatically against you to start. For the perks, we have Nowhere to Hide, Scorch Hook, Weeping Wounds, Sloppy Butcher, and Deadlock. First impression of the build, I'm going to give it about a 5 out of 10. I think there can be some initial improvement there. If you'd like to keep Nowhere to Hide for the information value, that's totally okay. I would recommend swapping out Sloppy Butcher though and take Pop Goes the Weasel. Pop Goes the Weasel and Nowhere to Hide just synergize really well together. You still get to kick gens, get your aura reveal, and you get extra gen slowdown in the process. Sloppy Butcher overall is just not really a good perk for M2 killers such as, Nurse, Blight, Billy, who else can we put in there? Huntress, Deathslinger. You're not trying to M1 too much. Sloppy Butcher also benefits a hit and run playstyle. Trickster's more of a chase killer when you learn how to master your knives, so we're going to swap that out for something else too. I like the perk at the bottom, Deadlock. Really good passive slowdown, always going to be beneficial to any build, so good job on the Deadlock pick. And Weeping Wounds, it used to be a better perk before it got nerfed. I personally don't really like it anymore. If you want some slowdown that's going to bet you... If you want some sort of slowdown that's going to benefit you more than Weeping Wounds, I recommend Pain Res, Scorch Hook, one of the best killer perks in the game from the artist for a reason. And since you're comfortable with looking for and putting survivors on Scorch Hooks, it's going to slow down your game so much more there. For the add-ons, you have Trick Blades, which I love, very good add-on. If you want to try something else out, I recommend the Iridescent Photo Card or even the Bloody Boa. And I see your second add-on right there is the Carrying Pouch, where you start with more blades and carry more blades throughout the match. Being a Trickster player, if you're a beginner or someone who's struggling with Trickster, those extra blades are going to come in handy tremendously. So we're going to go ahead and click right here and keep on watching the video. Just to start right here, let's see how your initial macro movement looks. It looks like you're going downstairs, far left corner. Survivors are more likely to spawn on the left or right corners of the map, so good job starting with your initial pathing. Okay, whenever we do finally find survivors, I need to see how you use your power. So let's see. Right here, start throwing blades. You can see her throw the blades. You can see her over the table. Throw them, throw them, throw them. You got to throw your blades. You need to do it. Going for the M1 right there is just going to be a tremendous amount of time wasted. Please, let's get comfortable with the power and start using it. It looks like right here. Okay, so she's able to get the Volt. Might have been Lithe right there. She was able to scurry off. It looks like Detective Tap is trying to get your attention with the flashlight. Overall, right there with that situation, I'm immediately throwing blades. I'm throwing blades. I'm getting stacks on Tap. I'm getting stacks on the Kate Denson there. I'm trying to get that style ranking up as fast as possible. Good job pre-firing with the blades right there, getting yourself set up to land some. Just got to work on the accuracy a little bit more, but that's totally okay. That'll come with time. I just want to see the confidence in your power that you're willing to throw the blades. That's the biggest thing. right here. So I'm gonna pause the video right, hold on, let me go back a little bit. Okay, right here I got my little handy drawing marker out. So when it comes to playing Trickster, right, this obviously isn't a very favorable loop for you to begin with because of the way this palette is set up right here. All Tap has to do is just continue to circle around this little loop right here. Let me see if I can change colors. So this is Detective Tap's line right here, right? He wants to greed this palette as much as possible because ultimately this right here is your decision point. This is what causes hesitation from the killer perspective. This is what he can use to abuse the loop and waste your time. And this is just what the overall pattern looks like. Now, what you want to do as a Trickster player is two options, right? The first option I'm always going to recommend is that you use your power, you're an M2 killer, and you're looking for every angle possible to hit blades, right? Right here, here's a little gap where we can start hitting some blades. If you're looking from this side over here too, we can look for blades to be hit on this side of the palette as well. And I'm kind of just trying to maintain this left and right momentum right here. It kind of looks like this going back and forth. And I'm just trying to get every blade through the possible that I can get on the tap. That's the biggest thing with the Trickster, is really developing that mindset that you are just going to throw your blades and you're going to look for every single sort of small gap that you can get a hit possible. Or the second way you can approach the situation, if you don't want to use your power like that, you need to use this decision point right here. You need to either not respect the palette, potentially take a palette stun, kick it and move on, or you're going to not respect the palette, he's going to greet it, and he's going to take an M1 from you. It's more of a win-win situation than just kind of playing around this loop for too long because you're wasting valuable time right here. So right here, immediately I can tell you, like right there in that gap, you could have shot some blades on the tap, but I'm sure he can read you right now that you are not too confident at this loop, so he's going to force you into a bad decision. Good job getting the M1 swing right there, and Tap kind of misplayed himself too by dropping the pallet and getting rid of the resource. Good job with that little moonwalk right there. It looks like you recognized that Tap was not looking behind himself in chase, and you were just able to get the down on him. Right here, good job following the scratch marks. Great punish right here. You need to start throwing the blades. Start throwing the blades. Throw the blades. You need to throw the blades right there. Whenever you see survivors unhooking a teammate, that is so free. Throw the blades, because by the time you end up, by the time Sable actually gets the unhook on Tap, she's probably going to lose a health state just because of your blade count on her. And at that point, you're increasing your style level. You can down the Sable from distance even after she commits the unhook action. And you're just in a better spot to begin with than just swinging the bat and going for the M1. I definitely respect you going for your power right here. Good job getting rid of the pallet as well, since you have the free time and the survivors are already down and committed. Uh-oh, looks like we got a flashlight save right here. Good job trying to avoid the flashlight save. In my opinion, I think it's quicker to look down than to look side to side, but good job trying to get out of that situation. Okay, so right here, it looks like we're still chasing the Sable. A little bit of moonwalking right here to hide the red stain would have forced a little bit of hesitation from Sable a little bit longer. You should be lining up some blades right now. She's probably going to pre-drop. Trickster is really good at punishing pre-droppers, and if they just stay at the loop, you can definitely get a lot of hits right there. I like the left and right movement, trying to keep her behind the corner, but after you break this pallet, she's going to try to leave, right? Oh, she actually didn't get a lot of space right here. Easy blade shots. All you would need is like 3 more blades to take a hell state. You have 5 total. You could definitely do it. Good M1 right there and getting the down on Sable. So after you get the unhook action, you're going to get your S rank and you're in main event now. And there's a lot of people that are really close together. So right here in this situation, I'm definitely looking to punish with a good main event play. I probably would have went downstairs towards the generator first and maybe scared Detective Tap into going down and grouping up with his teammate, but I understand you're kind of patrolling the hook too. Right now, you have the main event, so I am going to backtrack right here. This right here could have been the entire turning point of the game, because if you look what's going on, they are performing a bad unhook action. They're unhooking way too close to the killer. And look at this. You could pop your main event and you could start just slinging the blades at these survivors right here. Right now, I'm popping my main event and I'm just chunking them all. I'm trying to take whatever hell states I can get. I'm trying to build my style rank up even more. Definitely right here, I would have loved to see a main event play from you. Okay, so right here is going to be our first main event. Good job, really good job right there of getting close to the tap and making sure you get the down. Looks like you're trying to look around a little bit. Ooh, good job. I like that you looked around for a little bit and actually tried to like get full value out of your power. You have to be careful with that angle though, because you did give him a potential angle for the flashlight, but he goofed it up and you were able to punish, and now you can make your score choke. So really good job overall. Okay, so just fast forwarding in the VOD a little bit, it looks like we were able to get both survivors hooked and you're fully reloaded now. In this situation right here, you only have one generator left. You have two survivors on hook in close proximity to each other. I'm trying to go for the proxy camp. This is your potential situation right here to win over the game. I'm definitely proxy camping. I'm staying about in the middle of them on the upstairs floor and just kind of alternating left and right, because what's going to happen now is they're going to get the unhook on detective tap and they're going to rotate over to the other survivor. You can see the scratch marks right here. You could probably get in a couple of blades right here as you turn the corner, but it's okay. And right here for sure, I'm going for the tunnel on tap too. So like right there, like right here, you're obviously losing the game so far. So you should be going for a detective tap. He's injured. He's on death hook. He's the next person I'm going for. I need to tunnel at this point. We have no one dead, one gen left. You gotta go, you gotta full send it basically. Good job expressing your power usage right there and going for some blades at that kind of like difficult angle. I really like that. Okay, so it looks like we're still in chase with the tap right here, but you are gaining distance. Right here, yeah, good job. Good job recognizing that you can use your blades. I would have preferred to have saw you probably stand right here in this situation. I think you're better off working in the middle right here because, look, if tap stays at the pallet, you can easily just throw blades on this side and on this side. Or if he does this, instead, if tap decides to run through the pallet downstairs, now you're in a better position right here to drop down and punish him and hit him going down the stairs. So I think if you would have kept your body right there on that side of this little pallet, you would have gotten better success. You always want to put the position of the survivor in front of you, especially a projectile killer like Huntress, Deathslinger, and Trickster. Keep survivors in front of you. That way you can bounce your momentum left and right, and you're in control of the situation. By going down here by the mannequins on the backside of the carts, now tap has control. Right there, if you see a survivor scratch marks missing around the side, just always keep a thought in your head that the survivor could be doubling back and dropping a pallet. See blades right there? Blades, blades, blades. We got to get you more comfortable with your power. That's the biggest thing about playing M2 killers, is that they are unfortunately 4.4 meters per second. We have to get comfortable with our power, or this is going to happen a lot to you. They're designed like that because you're supposed to use your power in chase. That's how you get quick downs on them. Okay, so right here, you're still in chase with the Kate. You're at a pretty decent loop that you could play around. There's a pallet and a window. I don't really recommend vaulting windows like that unless you have bamboozle. Right here, you could moonwalk and try to get the Kate. Sable's not respecting whatever's going on either, so you could punish this too. You just have to look for every angle to hit blades possible. You should get nowhere to hide. Good job punishing after getting your perk value. I'm probably going for the Kate right here and going for some slug pressure. You could also put Kate in the basement too, to your left. So right here, you got to be, whenever you see flashlights in the lobby, your head has to be on a swivel the whole match unless you're taking Lightborn. So right here is when I saw him poking out that little like Viking coat, whatever he's wearing. And you know he's got the flashlight too. You could bait it. You could look down at the ground, get him to get closer and hurl some blades at him. Probably take a hell state, but... Or you could just flip on this right side of the screen over here and not give him an angle for it, because now that's going to put you back pretty far. I mean, obviously everything's in hindsight after the match and I'm analyzing from a third person point of view, but just these are good thoughts to put in your head going forward so you can make better macro decisions. Right here, throw blades, throw blades, throw blades. Okay, so right here is what I'm doing, right? In this situation right here, you have nothing to lose by starting to throw blades, because look, you already got visual on this guy over here, right? You still have to walk this far right here, but along the way, you could be getting tick marks. Imagine like these are your blade states on him over here. You could already be landing like 3 or 4 blades. Even if he pre-drops the pallet and starts to run this way, you're still gonna probably get him down, because he still has an entire hallway to go down and he's injured already. So, but instead he drops the pallet. Now you're in this awkward position where you have to play left and right. He could hold forward. I'm surprised he didn't hold forward right there. Instead, it looks like he double backed on you. This is the way survivors can abuse range killers on this map, is using the tall walls to their advantage. It looks like his scratch marks went the opposite direction, so you might have got tricked up just a little bit right there. Bloodstains to your left. If you want to pursue that chase, I would go that way. Good job right here, using nowhere to hide, and you're going to get down pressure because of it. Let's see how you handle this right here. Just as a reminder for you, if you didn't know, on the 10th wiggle sound a survivor makes, they will wiggle off your shoulder. So it would have been nice to see if maybe you could have made basement right there. At that point, I'm pretty much gambling and I'm going for it anyways, because it's really easy to camp and punish a basement unhook. Right here is a pretty good situation for you. You can stay in the area because you're being looped around it. I wouldn't commit to that direction too far. I'm definitely looking to proxy camp a little bit right here. Trickster's really good at proxy camping hooks, so you have to play into your strengths as much as possible. You don't want to be too close, obviously, where they can unhook themselves for free, but nowhere to hide is going to show you where this survivor is. In this situation right here, I'm not really going for this chase. It's lose-lose. He's going to drop pallet on you, and you're not really getting out of this chase to begin with when you know their survivor is on gens, right? Good job punishing that right there. Just being patient and seeing that he was just trying to like do a FOV tech on you and getting that punish. Looks like we're in the end game now. All gens are done. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hook states. No one's dead. In this situation right here, I'm probably just slugging for the snowball. You're at A rank. You're getting pretty close to S rank. So by throwing some blades and getting it down, you probably could have got your S rank and main evented an exit gate. Something that I think might be beneficial for you to consider is Trickster's perk, No Way Out. It's the best endgame perk in the game, in my opinion, and it's actually really synergistic with Trickster, someone that can snowball pretty quickly. I notice when I play Trickster, my eyes are always at the top of the screen because I'm always looking for S ranks. There we go. We got our S rank. So in this situation right here, as bad as you want a main event, I wouldn't, because she's going to drop the pallet. You either commit and only get one down, or she's going to do that. She's going to hold W and just get totally out of your screen right there. And now instead, if you would have saved your main event for this, what's about to happen, the unhook, right now you could main event and you could just start hurling blades at everybody. And you could probably get like maybe 2 slugs out of it. Right over here, I think Sable was off your left and I think you might have missed her. Yeah, she was off your left and she ran right behind you. So I probably would have went for Sable first because she has the shortcut to the exit gate. Oh, I guess Sable isn't over here. Maybe she's in the locker or something then. Right here, same thing. I'm throwing blades. Because after you M1, you have a weapon wipe animation. Just to backtrack right here real quick, and something I want to be known in the video. I did reach out to Gamer Mom because this is where the clip ends right here, but she did inform me that they did get a 4 out on her, so there's nothing we missed in the last bit of the gameplay VOD. It just got clipped off on the end due to the upload size. But right here, what I wanted to show you is this. You know he still has to open this exit gate over here, right? So knowing that, what I'm doing is I'm starting my blade count now, because realistically, I can get about 6 on him before he even vaults this pallet right here, and then I can have a good chance of hitting 6 more when he ends up over here, because he still has to open the gate and he still has to run out. So you could have probably downed this guy before he even made it to the end gate and left. See, with the M1 right there, now you have the weapon wipe animation. The pallet's in your way. You have to either break it, waste time, or go around, which wastes time too. And it looks like Tap is probably going to open the gate right now. Yeah, see, there it is. By the end of the clip, you can see it's open. I'll have to ask you later how this exact moment went, but you probably didn't catch them in time to even get the M1. Okay, so my overall thoughts and impressions on the match. First, with the build, I really hope you take my advice and put some better perks on that are going to benefit your playstyle. I recommend you experiment with some of the other good add-ons. Like I said, Iridescent Photo Card and Bloody Boa might be a good fit for you. I'd probably take off the trick blades and put on at least Bloody Boa until you get more comfortable landing your blades. It's going to make the laceration decay meter take so much longer that it's going to really help you get more downs that way too. And then if you take that advice along with a more optimal build, I think automatically you would have gotten like 1 or 2 kills this match, which is better slowdown and stuff like that. When it comes to 3 things to improve and 3 things you did well, start with what you did well. You did a really good job being patient with the flashlight blinds. I think your mental strength is just a huge plus to you. You got to have a good strong mental when you play killer, so we love to see the confidence there. A second thing that I did enjoy about watching your gameplay as well is you do have pretty good body control when it comes to the left and right movement when you're following survivors around walls and stuff like that. The second thing that I think you did really well too is you did a good job kind of patrolling the hooks in the beginning. Kind of looking for good proxy camp situations, playing into your character strengths. That's something we can get stronger going forward too. And the third thing I liked is that you have good perk synergy. You saw that when you were getting your nowhere to hide value, you were immediately looking everywhere to punish survivors. Tells me you have a good understanding of game knowledge, and that's something we can definitely build on. 3 things I definitely want to see you improve is number 1, use your power. I know you've probably heard this 1,000 times, and I'm sure you know it too as a Trickster player. You have to get very comfortable with your power. Basically, I really think that you should play a couple of matches of only using your M2. Don't care if you lose, don't care how bad it goes. You just need to get comfortable throwing those blades. And then eventually you'll get to the point where you'll only M1 like a handful of times throughout matches. And the blades are really what's going to carry you. 2, practice moonwalking a little bit too. By moonwalking around those walls, you can hide your red stain and cause survivors to hesitate more, and you'd be shocked by how many more downs you can get that way, honestly. Tip number 3, don't be afraid to risk certain plays whenever you're losing the match, whether it's a tunnel or a basement camping situation. It's really important that you just take what you can get and just snowball into a victory that way. All right, as always, everybody, if you like the content, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Again, I'm live on Twitch Monday through Saturday, 5 to 9 p.m. Central Time. I would love to have you in the chat there. CamSpookyCorner.com is where you're going to find all my social links to follow me. Other places, including the 18 and up Discord server. Come join an amazing, positive, wholesome Dead by Daylight community. Hang out with me and other amazing people off stream. If you want to be featured in one of these videos, !coach is the chat command. It'll plug you right to the right Discord channel to upload your gameplay VOD. You'll just @SpookyCam in the Discord server. Once you drop it in that channel, I'll go look at the VOD, and as long as everything's good to go, we'll make a video out of it and get you a shout out if you're a content creator. And with that, I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out, everybody.